Hello, good morning. Well, what you're looking at here is just a rough rendition of what I'm planning to do with the shipping container and the existing cabin. Now, this is not immediate, but it's something that I'm trying to figure through just to even see what it's going to look like, to see if it's viable or what. So again, it's just a future plan here. So over here, this is the shipping container here, and this is the addition right here, which is roughly about 20 by 20 with the porch on it to line up with the other porch. And then this is the original cabin. So I'm finding that I'm not into the roof line as much. There's something just that looks a little odd to me. So we need a little revision here. But this is just to kind of give you a direction of what I am conceptualizing for the shipping container. I had a comment that says, so much for minimalism. So I don't know if you guys have checked out my interior design work, and you don't have to, but I was actually called the maximalist queen in my design career because I'm very much into layers. And when I design a space, it's full, but it still feels open, but I like to bring in all the different layers that give the room that lush feel, and it feels more like there's a story in the room versus just plopping furniture in a room. I'm not a minimalist. I've never been. It doesn't mean that I'm going out getting unnecessary things. It just means that I already own things that I would love to incorporate in my home because, interior design is not just a skill set. Interior design is a gift that I got from, I grew up in Jamaica where interior design was not even, and I'm sorry you're not seeing my face just because I'm just getting up. Interior design was nothing I've ever heard about as a child growing up in Jamaica. I was introduced to that in the United States, and immediately I saw that I had a talent for it, and obviously made it into a career and a viable business. And so throughout my entire career, I've always been what you consider a maximalist in the industry. And when we use the word maximalist, we're not saying that we are just squandering money and just buying unnecessary things. Maximalist just means that we know how to bring in every little bit of your life that you've collected over time and arrange it so it looks beautiful and it doesn't look like chaos or a mess. So that's what maximalism is. It's not necessarily the opposite of minimalism. Now, of course, minimalism, I've done that for clients who want to scale back and just remove a lot of stuff and just work with a bare minimum. And honestly, if you look at what I have here, this is enough space. This is probably going to end up being about 1,000 square feet. Enough space to keep some of the things that are meaningful to me. And I can look back with fond memories and say I collected this at this point of my life or collected that at that point of my life. So the comment, I don't think the person meant it to be negative, but it was just a criticism that applied to himself and not to me. And I just wanted to make that clear that I'm just making a home for myself. And it's going to go in layers. It's not something that I can take on immediately, but you got to start somewhere, and you start with a dream. All right, I will check back in later on today. All right, I'm just pulling up to my solar place. I'm gonna see if I can find the guy that has been helping me, and I can explain my system to you guys, because I did get one comment of someone who said they haven't heard much about it. So I figure it would be best to come and try to do a tour if I can. All right, so I just walked in, and you can see my name on that. This is my system that they've already put together. So this is what I was trying to explain, that they mount everything for you on the board here, and then you just kind of link it to your system at home. So I was hoping my guy would be here to kind of help explain some of what we're looking at here. He's not here. I'm gonna see if I can get somebody else's attention, but this is basically the system.
That's the brains of the whole solar system, where it takes the power from the solar panels, which are DC. It's a DC signal, and it converts it to an AC
Right.
sine wave signal, which is usable by all the stuff in your house.
Right,
your TV, refrigerator, everything. So this generates that power.
And it's 6,000 watts?
So it's 6,000 watts.
Okay.
Exactly right. And it'll generate the power of this particular one, 2 phases of 120 volts apiece.
Okay.
So you've got 2 outlets, phase 1, phase A if you want to, and phase B. And then a separate, again, circuit breaker to divide that power between 2 circuits, which you have. So you have 2 independent circuits. And then these are the plugs for your solar cells.
For the panels?
The panels.
Okay.
And that'll be mounted out in your field.
Okay.
And they're connected with 2 controllers, which is integral to the inverter controller itself. And then you also have a standby or backup input power from a generator.
Okay.
So you can plug a generator into this, and the generator already generates an AC power. This passes it through and distributes it on the exact same distribution panel.
Okay.
So there's no rewiring, there's no extra wiring. You just plug it into your generator, and this will pass it through. This part of it, which is kind of covered, this positive, red and black, positive and negative, this goes to your batteries.
Okay.
So this is the other big component of your system. So your batteries,
Which I'm not seeing right here yet.
right? There's
somewhere.
boxes.
Oh, there's. Okay, so mine could be in there somewhere.
And there's a display of them against the wall.
Oh, okay. So that's
Different models over generations. They change every couple of years. So you see different models, different brands.
Okay.
But fundamentally, they're all exactly the same capacity and voltage.
Okay.
So you can add to them as much as you want, but you're only going to get out of the batteries whatever your inverter is rated for.
Okay.
So when the solar cells are not adding any power, it'll draw the power from your batteries.
Okay.
And then, if depending on your load, your inverter will use the solar to recharge your batteries.
Okay.
So it actually will distribute the power equally or respectfully to either your house or the batteries.
Got it.
Whichever one needs it most. And that's some of the brains inside.
Okay. Now at my house, do I need to already have one of these boxes with all of the wiring done, or that's a part of the installation that you guys do?
Well, we deliver this, so your power output is these 2 receptacles.
Okay.
So wherever you plug into this will have 120 volt power.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what you have at the house.
I just have wires right now. I don't have a box yet.
A sub panel could be wired into this, but that would be an electrician's job typically at your house. We wouldn't normally do that.
Okay.
We're pretty much just this box here. This is
Gotcha. Okay.
This is our landscape that we deal with right here.
All right. Well, that answers a lot of the questions. Even though I've already ordered it, I just wasn't. Some of the technical stuff wasn't like forefront of my mind.
You know,
it's a lot.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
If you break it down into just pieces, the solar panels give you power from the sun. That's DC. You have your batteries, which are your storage for overnight when there's no solar input. And then you have the brains, which converts that DC into AC.
Okay.
And that AC out goes right to your distribution box for the rest of your house.
Perfect.
So maybe that helps.
Yeah, I mean, it's simplified a lot more in my brain now. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. I'm going to go look at the panels real quick. Is it okay to go to the side here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So let's take you outside to see the panels. So, I mean, I don't have a full understanding of all that technical stuff. I'm going to be honest with you, but, I understand the basics. And that's why I try to find professionals to work with who I can tell them what my needs are, and then they can figure it out for me. So these are what the panels look like. Well, you know what panels look like, but the size of them is mainly what I was trying to show you. And so I'm getting 10 of these panels. So that's why I needed such a big roof surface to install them. And I don't know if you remember from one of the very first videos I did about the solar panels and mounting them on the ground. And what I didn't want to do, these are the top things that I was talking about. So they kind of just sit on the ground slanted, and you weigh it down, and that's what you can use for mounting them. You know, they could work, but as you can see, they're not the best looking things. So I was not excited about that prospect, so that's why I decided to do something else. So that's kind of what inspired me, their mount over there, but taller. So all right, well, hopefully that answers the questions I was getting about the solar system that I'm getting. The company is called White Mountain Solar, and they're very good guys. Like them a lot. All right, so right now, sorry that you're only seeing half my face as usual. I find that driving and doing recordings is very good for me because it's I kind of have a productive nature where I feel like I can multitask sometimes. And so I'm being careful though. I'm keeping my eyes on the road. But I'm headed right now to go grab something to eat because I'm starving. I'm headed to Einstein Brothers. There's a sandwich that they have that I really like. Avocado bagel sandwich with eggs. And so I'm gonna go grab that. And then I have to go to Home Depot and Walmart. I'm going to Walmart to pick up a couple more sweaters. And so the plan right now for me is to hand wash my clothes. I really don't love laundromats, just honestly, just because, you know, so many, I just imagine other people washing their underwears in the laundry machines. And I just never really take to laundromats. I'm so sorry. It sounds snobby, but I'm not being snobby. And I'm not a germaphobe or anything like that. I prefer to just hand wash my clothes for right now until my things get set up. And I don't have a big enough tub, so I'm gonna have to go get that to wash them. And then I bought a line, a retractable type of line thing, and I'm just waiting for the snow to be off the ground. And well, probably it's a good time now when it's muddy to I need to install 2 posts and attach the lines to it so I can put the clothes out. So I'm not sure how that's gonna work just yet, just because it's so cold, and I don't know if the clothes are gonna end up being dry. These are things that I did think about, and I've always said to myself, I'm going to hand wash clothes versus going to the laundromat. But getting the line, because right now I just kind of, when I have a little tub that I use right now, and I just kind of rinse things out and just kind of hang them wherever I can hang them inside. And clearly it's not ideal, so that's why I decided to buy the little line thing and the clothespins, like, you know, back in the day. And I'm gonna try to rig something up myself, so that will solve that. So I just need a big enough tub, and I need 2 posts in order to do that. And then what else? Yeah, I gotta pick up some more padlocks. I bought a bunch of padlocks that I didn't need, and then I returned them, and then I had to get some more padlocks that my neighbor loaned me, and now I gotta give him back his padlocks. So excuse me, I'm on my way to go do that. So yeah, today's just about running little minor errands. I was supposed to be getting a delivery today for the dirty screen that I'm ordering. I'm ordering 20 tons of dirty screen for the pad for the carport, and just to put down the rest on the little driveway walkway area. But the guy probably won't make it today because his car broke down this morning on his way to the pit. So it may not happen today. His car is working now, but he's behind on his delivery, so I may get bumped off of the schedule for today, but that's fine. Tomorrow is fine. So I'm just gonna have James spread it for me for the pad, and spread it along the walkway so it's a little bit better. And thank you guys for the suggestions about the light underneath my car at night. It was so funny, somebody else mentioned that to me, and someone mentioned it again today. I went, weirdly enough, I didn't go specifically looking for it, but I was in Home Depot right after Christmas, probably about a week ago, or last week sometime, and I couldn't find any lights. It was just so weird. I don't know, they had no Christmas stuff left over, because that's what I was gonna do, is just get the Christmas lights that blink and blink and blink, and they had no Christmas stuff left over. So I didn't ask though, because I guess I wasn't like really looking like I should for it. So what I ended up buying that day was this spray, and the spray, I sprayed up underneath my car. And it's a spray on the bottle, which you can't really trust these bottles. Oh, sorry, my thing is, sorry, you can't really trust these bottles, but on the bottle, on the can, it says that even when it rains, it won't wash away the smell. So it kind of has like a minty smell to it. And so I've been spraying it up underneath my car at night, and it's saying that it doesn't wash off as easily with rain or whatever, and snow and all that. So I've been using that. Plus my GC told me that he uses this thing called Just One Bite. Whoops. It's like a rat poison thing called Just One Bite. So I ordered some. I see the fence posts here in the garden section. So, ooh, yeah, they're more than those redwood pieces that I saw inside. So these are way too thick. $26. Not bad. $11, but same situation. They're 8 foot. Yeah, I don't like these red ones. So I'm better off getting the redwood pieces inside. However, I may see if they can cut it down for me. I think I can fit 7 foot in the car, or I may have to drive with it hanging out the window. I don't know. Let's do some ghetto fabulous delivery today because I really want to set up my clothesline. I know winter is not the best time for setting up a clothesline, but I gotta wash some clothes, and the laundromat is not gonna do it for me at all. So let's do this. I'll check back. Okay, so I just got back to the homestead not too long ago, and looks like James was here because his tractor is in a different place, or not tractor, but you know what that thing is. It's in a different place, and it looks like he started the other trench, and looks like he hit a big boulder again. So I'll take you over there and I'll show you. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't operate this machine, so I have no idea personally, but he's explained this to me. Now, when you are operating this machine and you're trying to remove these big boulders, it actually hurts your body to do that. So look at that one right there. Oops, my thing is coming out here. Look at that one there. So huge boulders. Oh, I'm not sure what that is. Huh. Okay, and so I got back, and unloaded my car. And so these I picked up, as I showed you in a video earlier, that I'm going to be doing a clothesline. Now I chose these because they're not heavy. They're nice and tall. They're nice and solid. They're redwood, and I think I'll be able to do this myself. And I think I'm gonna put the clothesline maybe over there. So I'm gonna dig 2 holes myself, and I got my cement. So got my cement, and I'll show you. I made sure to get the ready mix one. Got my cement right here, and then I got a bucket. Well, I got a couple buckets because you can never have too many buckets. And then I got, my hot water heater came in, so I went and picked that up. And then something else that came in is these are 45 rebar stakes. Now everybody thinks it's a bad idea, but I think it's a good idea because I'm doing what I think I'm capable of doing. Everybody's suggesting T-bars or T-bars, but I know that it's going to be hard for me to drive the T-bars, and so I decided to get these rebar stakes. They're 6 feet or 5 feet, sorry, and I feel like, and they're sturdy. They're 1/2 inch, I think, or 3/8 of an inch. And I think it's just going to be easier to drive these in the ground. Even if I run into rock, it will be easier than trying to drive a T-bar into the ground. So I decided to get these, and so that's what's going to be my garden fence. I don't know if 45 is enough. I may have to get some more, and I'm hoping they work. So that's the hope. And I also want to bring your attention to a few things. And I've gotten a lot of concerns about the mice, and rightfully so, and I appreciate you guys giving me some suggestions for that. But believe me, I have been trying to eradicate them. Now, keep in mind, I've never seen one, I've never heard one, I've never seen any sign of one. So I just know that the nests are here. So I don't know if the nests have been vacated or what, but I've never seen one. So this is the thing I was talking about. I mentioned it in one of my responses. So I sprayed this underneath the car for a few days, and the smell they don't like. I had to pick up another one today because the other one froze. It was on the ground. It was on the floor in my shed, and anything on the floor that's liquid freezes in there at night. Yep, believe it or not. I am nice and cozy in my bed, yet everything around me is freezing. So believe it or not, that happens. And so I sprayed this underneath my car. I'll spray it on the wheels because I figured that they're jumping up on the wheels to get up there. So I will spray this, a nice thick layer of it as well. And then I'll throw this around where the mice, where I see the nests. I'll throw this around. I've never seen any sign that they're eating it. So either they don't eat it or something, or they're just not here to eat it. So, but I've been throwing that around. And then my GC told me about this that he said he bought a property 5 miles from here and it was infested with rats, and he said this is what he used and it's been working. So I thought, why not? I ordered this on Amazon and that just came in today. And then I did get the lights. Now it's too late in the evening to charge it up, so I'm gonna go ahead and charge it tomorrow, and I'm gonna try that. But as you can see, I put a big chunk of it's called Just One Bite. I put a big chunk of Just One Bite under the car there, and then I put by the 2 nests that I've seen so far. And so that's how I'm planning to keep them at bay. Hopefully they don't bother me and I won't bother them. So that's what we have going on this evening. I just got back. My EcoFlow is on 70 something because I left it on the panel, so it didn't get full charge. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn on the generator for the rest of the evening, charge it up, and then I'm going to get ready for bed, get ready to eat something, and then turn in. So so that is my day today, just running around doing errands and picking up things and taking care of what could potentially be a mice problem, which I don't know that I have a mice problem. All right, you guys. Also, my generator, the cover came. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the cover on. And by the way, right now it's about 38 outside. My hands are kind of cold, but I'm outside without a jacket. I've adjusted, weirdly enough, to the temperature. I don't think I ever could have done this. I don't know. But I'm outside. I'm not freezing at all except for my hands and my nose. But I'll put a jacket on soon. But yeah, I'm surprised I can stand outside in 38-degree without a sweater on and I'm not freezing to death. So that says something. All right, let me go put the cover on. All right, and now for dinner. On my table, my EcoFlow is serving as my dining table. I'm sitting by the fireplace. Never mind the crumbs on the floor, I'll get those. Sitting by the fireplace with my Olipop and my Caesar salad. I forgot to get chicken for my Caesar salad, but it will still be delicious.